Hello, it's Neil Getz at South Ythsie, Stone Circle, or Cairn, depending on which categorisation you go on. It's windy April, mid-April, Monday afternoon, and I'm kind of recording between the showers. So I just wanted to get a kind of shot here to show that there is a definite mound here, a definite cairn, and also to mention on the helpful signpost as you walk towards here that it is quite clearly been had some restoration work done to it back in 94, 95, so 30 years ago. There was, I think, some record of coal being here in 1905 and counted 6 stones in a circle. There is maybe some kind of talk about being a recumbent, but there has been a reconstruction. It's really difficult to even suggest that could be the case. I think there's a stone line down here which isn't much of a recumbent and could be anything. So I think it's safe to say that it's probably a cairn circle, maybe a stone's round about a cairn to give it some kind of symbolism of a protection or something like that, perhaps. So let's have a wee look around it. So to get some orientation, so if I stand in the middle of on top of the cairn and I look towards this kind of sun, so I'm heading sort of south midday, then we're looking at a fairly undulating countryside all the way around. Although I have to kind of say we're kind of on a bit of a rise, so not commanding views all round a bit. Oh, that's the tower I'm going to go to next over there. But it's certainly on top of a rise, undulating all the way around. So if we look at kind of 2 larger stones that we're looking at here, so talking about maybe kind of head height for me, so or coming up to be about that, so it's probably about 1.6 meters high, certainly a boulder. And there is definitely evidence of the cairn stones down here, and it has that kind of cairn kind of unevenness round about, so there's definitely, although there's grass and turf here, it's definitely covering the actual cairn, which is visible. So let's get back up to here. So it's a bit of a boulder. What we're talking about, maybe kind of shoulder to fingertip, maybe 2 arm lengths wide, this stone. Kind of fairly pointy, flat edge. Not really sure where this stone maybe has come from. If it was the stone circle was being reconstructed, you'd imagine that has been purposely placed there, but you can never really know what's happened in the last 30 years. Again, that to me looks like it's either been a knockoff or a separate stone that's just maybe been found nearby and placed. Hard to tell on anything regarding a reconstruction, to be honest. I suspect what would normally happen with what I've seen with cairn circles is the stones are actually on the edge of the cairn. So imagine this without any grass, a typical cairn, curb stones all the way around to kind of shore up the smaller boulders, and then what would I guess normally be the case would be these larger stones would be placed around about the perimeter, and there might have been 9 or 10 of them to go around the larger perimeter rather than just maybe 6 on top. But you never know if that was if this is just really to be a reconstruction. These stones might have been placed back in the original sockets in a kind of attempt to reconstruct it as it had been found. But like you say, you can never really tell. So working round the circle, so this is a kind of slightly smaller one. It's kind of like hip height on me. I get a bit of a chunk of a boulder right enough. Looks like it's had a fair bit of something happening to it, whether it's damage or fire set inside it or something. Bit of a boulder. And also the circle diameter is relatively small for a recumbent, well, for any circle, to be honest. So it's 1, 2, 3, stone number 3. Again, relatively heavily damaged, but look at that. Look at that lovely quartz. Lovely. Always seems to be a thing about quartz. Looks like it's been really heavily damaged or chunks taken out of it. Again, this has been a stone circle and a cairn that's been on a working farm. There's farm field, fields all round this circle. So, it's been worked for generations and decades. 1, 2, 3, 4, stone 4 then. Can't really tell if this is any of these stones have really been have been chosen for their particular shape or dressing or been dressed. I wouldn't say so, but it does kind of make you think that rather than the stones being picked for their shape or being dressed in a particular way, that they're just maybe kind of like guardian stones around the cairn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To kind of mark it as whatever it is, sacred or whatever. This stone's really on the shorter side, so it's just up to my hips. And again, not much in the way of, you can really say there's been any kind of work done to that stone or been chosen for any particular kind of attributes at all. So I wonder, what I'm used to seeing is on recumbent stone circles is either stones being chosen because of their particular flat faces and right angles, or they've been dressed as such. But now that I'm starting to kind of look at other stone circles, and these are particular ones on cairns, kind of feels like the stones have been chosen for their size and presence rather than shape or such. I might be talking rubbish, quite possibly. So last stone then, a monster of a stone. This one is, if I just stand beside it, it's probably just up to my neck. So probably 1.4, but it's a beast. It's a boulder and a half, this one. So it'll be interesting to find out what reconstruction meant when they were doing this. If the boulders were like nearby, or if they were just maybe where they are now, and they've essentially just tidied them up and put a kind of moved them into areas in places where they weren't likely to fall or to be in any danger. But yeah, that was a wee look around the stone circle, quite interesting. And it is, as far as access is concerned, there is an incredibly handy, there's a tower over there, and it's got its own car park, but it's only a short walk along the track, and it's well signposted to come here from that car park. So nice and easy access, no gates to climb, a gentle walk for about 4 or 5 minutes, and it's lovely. In a less windy and far more warmer day, be fine for a picnic. So that's South Ythsie, and I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, but yeah, clearly a fairly chunky cairn covering grass. Thanks very much.